Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, The House of Spirit. My name is Madeleine Parker, and this afternoon I'm going to do a study of the transits for March 2020 for the sign of Aries. I like to think my reads pertain to whatever planet you have in that sign, but mostly for your ascendant, okay, because I align my notes to the ascendant. If you would like a personal read, my email is below, so do feel free to email me. I also have some workshops coming up, so if you would like to know about attending one of those, they're spiritual workshops. And please email Madeleine Parker, Madeleine Parker, my email address is below, and I'm going to announce a couple of workshops coming up, one in the Canoga Park area, one in Silver Lake area, on how to divinate, on how to shift your feminine receptives. So, all right, let's get into the read for Aries for 2020. So let's look at the energies or the transits that will be occurring for Aries for March. So we have the Sun transiting into the sign of Pisces mid-month for you, so that'll put the Sun in your 12th house. So that's going to make you a bit introspective, a bit more quiet time, retrospective. You're going to sort of get kind of a quiet respite before the Sun moves into Aries, giving you a jolt of energy to reinitiate things, to initiate new things. So what else is going on? We have Mercury moving into your 11th house, stationing direct. If it's still in Pisces, if Mercury changes into, I think that's with Mercury in Pisces, if Mercury goes into Aquarius, it becomes in your 11th house. If Mercury goes into Pisces, it goes into your 12th house. So I'm not sure when Mercury stations direct mid-month around the 10th, whether it goes into Aquarius or not. But anyway, Mercury movement back and forth between your 11th and 10th, which would indicate possible communication around projects involving the tribe, the community, communication around career involvement with tribe or out in the world. And then we have Venus going into Taurus, leaving your sign into Taurus on the 3rd, early in March, putting Venus in your 2nd house of finances and material possessions. So possibly you might be buying something or earning more money or adding sort of Venetian touches to the way you earn money. And then we have Mars is going to be in your 10th house because it's going to be in Capricorn, so it's going to be 12, 11, 10 house. Mars is going to be in your 10th house. So I would say you're going to be pretty proactive work-wise, career-wise, putting your energies in action around your career. Then we have Jupiter in your 10th house, which is aligning you to your higher purpose, your higher calling, into career, so melding a higher calling into your career. And then we have Saturn, big one, going into the 11th house for you guys, into the sign of Aquarius. So that's going to be very much getting out in the tribe, sort of double out in the tribe with your career, okay? And then we have Uranus is going to be in your 2nd house of finances. That's always sort of expanding through the tribe, financial expansion. Then we have Neptune in your 12th, possible sort of dreamy belief, re-clarifying some beliefs or becoming more attuned to some sort of you're gaining clarity of a belief system with that. And then Pluto in your 10th house is having you face some career fears and shifting out of karmic security mode of careers to more in the light, in the faith careers. And then we have a full moon, we have the full moon on the 8th and 9th in Virgo, and then we have the new moon in Pisces and the 22nd and 23rd, that Virgo-Pisces axis. So I would say that with that Virgo on the 8th and 9th new moon, there's going to be sort of, that's hitting the new moon is, not Aries. What am I talking about? It's not Aries. I think it's an Aries. Why did I write Pisces there? I got it wrong. I think, yes, it's Aries, not Pisces. I'm sorry. The new moon is in Aries. Aries. So you've got a new moon in your house that's going to initiate kind of Aries season, I think, and therefore a good time to initiate some intentions and some goals for your new coming solar return. So yeah, so let's have a look and see what the cards have to say about all of that. Calling in highest guides and angels for Aries in this read so that we know Aries to our highest best destiny in love and life. And that's great. Okay, Aries, let's see one more time. Shuffling. Make sure I get a good shuffle for you guys. Make sure my deck is upright. Aries, March 2020. Let's have a look. Looks, keep my notes nearby me because we get these pentacles. Travel. Did we say we had any planets in the 9th house for you guys? Sorry if you can't hear me. I shall face the camera. So March looks like, wow, relationship. I wonder why that is for you guys, because I don't see any 5th house or 7th house, but I do know that Jupiter is very much influencing, no matter what house Jupiter is landing for you, to align you with your higher divine mate. Because when I do all these reads, the Jupiter placement seems to be edging people towards their divine partnership in, or let's just say, it seems from all my reads that people are moving more into in the light occupations that are more devotional and more to service the greater whole, and bringing yourself much more fulfillment in your life. And the other one is that there's some sort of push in all the reads to have everyone align with their divine partnerships that are heaven sent, as it were. There's your Aries masculine in alignment. This is a blocking. So this would be, let's have a look. Why do we get some of these lack cards here? We've got that Pluto in the 10th house around finances, blocking. Interesting. So I would say that Aries is having a reigniting, we've got Jupiter over the 10th house for Aries. I'm sorry. We've got Capricorn, Cancer over the 10th house, Capricorn over the 4th. So career for Aries is being hit by Capricorn. Planets in Capricorn is covering the 10th house for Aries. That's right. So I just want to quickly check my, yeah. So we're getting Pluto in the 10th house for Aries, representing releasing of blockage, fears around career and around feelings of lack in self and your abilities to have hope with that which you truly ultimately desire to do, which is to, this is going to be raised vibrations, but this is letting go. So during this season, Aries are going to let go of some deep issues that or mental illusions that put them in a sense of not being enough for that which they ultimately truly desire to do. So there's like this reignition of hope to really make the 2 choice cards here. So to make some decisions based on, what did I say here? Do we have any 9th planets? Career based on, we got the 11th house too. That represents the 11th house in the sign of Aquarius. And we have Saturn going into Aquarius. So this is hitting in the heart spot for Aries in your 10th. So then don't forget we've got Pluto in your 10th house. So we've got breaking through fears in your career that stop you from doing the work that you truly desire to do, that uplifts. That's the Jupiter. This is also like, that raises the vibrations. It's the light worker. So there's a letting go of the feeling that you're not good enough for your divine partner and your divine mission. And so there's choices now being made from a cognizant of a knowledge that it is better to align with possibly your true fate, divine feminine mate, into a creative project and take brand new beginnings and initiate a union with your true divine mate. We get that here again, double, double, double here. So March looks like for you guys, I'm trying to think about these. This is such a strong sort of, I want to say it's not as much a romance read as it is that it's that Aries are aligning with a higher mission, purpose from the heart, desire to inspire on some level, to leave emotionally troubled choices behind, realizing that they've blocked choices and they've blocked their expansion through some of their choices that have been very mind-based. This is a repeat issue for Aries, I'm afraid. I have my Jupiter in Aries, so I understand this to some degree. These choices that were not fulfilling, that were somewhat superficial, but that were based in lack, you're gaining clarity of what choice to make and what you truly desire in your heart space, or what attracts, what you're attracted, or what you're being drawn to. So then we get the Page of Pentacles indicating sort of a financial, we're getting a shift from low self-belief in your true desired profession or true desired gift that comes from your heart, that's here to raise consciousness on some level, and to release these stressful thoughts, possibly sort of critical thoughts about some of these options or choices, because you've been so head-based, and we've talked about this before in Aries videos, but there's now this sort of a shift to make it's like it's what's happening is it's really grounding this for you. It's really solidifying a choice that has to be made that's for your long haul, because don't forget, Saturn in Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. I'm sorry. Saturn is moving into Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. We're getting an Aquarius card here. Heart, long-term grounding from the heart space, because something that's coming from your heart space is going to stand the test of time. You're going to be able to be committed to that. You're going to be able to rise above those challenges. And so there's sort of this realization that that's the winning ingredient to your new choices, including financial choices and options. There is sort of I would say it's almost like an awakening that there's been sort of a propensity to negative thinking that made things sad and blocked. So there was sort of like a shift in mental perception about abundance, is what this read looks like. And we do have the house in the 12th house, in your 12th house in the sign of Pisces for most of March. So perhaps during this month you are reevaluating some important decisions and sort of really aligning from what's in your heart to expand forward, letting go more and more and more of this low, because of this Pluto in your 10th house, of this low self-trust in what you truly desire to do. Because there's thoughts around that have been somewhat blocking for you. You have Uranus in your 2nd house, North Node in the 4th house, this new moon in your 1st house. So there's going to be this understanding that what you do desire from your heart space, there's hope around that. That's what's going to happen during this period. And then I do believe that everybody aligning onto their divine missions, to their divine purposes, is going to align them with their divine mates. Jupiter is going to try to pull this together in that story, as it were. Let's do a moon card. Let's see if the Aries because we have the Aries new moon coming. So it'd be interesting if I pull the Aries new moon card. All right, for Aries, let's have a look. So basically, just to sum the read up, Aries is releasing stressful thoughts or a way of processing fears around lack of belief in what they truly desire. And now that's opening up to have faith and hope in something they truly desire, which also means in relationships and in projects or missions, and to come to peace This looks like peace restoring relationship peace. Saturn in Aquarius is going to make you more social, more out there in the world. Although you have a sun, you have this period where the sun is going to be in Pisces. It goes into your sign. No, March. When does it? Yeah, it goes into your sign about the same time that Saturn goes into Aquarius. So it's like out in the world, your heart's going to come out what am I going to say? Exposure. You're going to expose your heart. That's what this says. This is going to align you with divinely given project with your divine mate, starting a brand new beginning, jumping all the way in, knowing that turning away from your divine mate, where are we? Turning away from your divine mate causes you stress and anxiety, and also turning away from having faith in your project. You feel very supported in your mission with this divine mate because, you know, Aries are a little bit, well, that Pluto in the 10th house is going to be addressing your fears. So it's kind of like a support system. So it's like you understand the heart is a support system. It's very needed in order to be victorious. So I see this union, double union cards, sadness about possibly guilt and sadness around having not known this earlier maybe. But let's pull a moon card. Okay. A time for healing. Balsamic moon. So we do have the sun in Pisces. As I speak right now, we have Mercury in retrograde in Pisces. And we have the new moon in Pisces right now. So we have a very sort of reflective, quiet time. The sun is going to be in Pisces for March for you guys. So the beginning of the month is going to be low key for you to kind of prepare and get your energy stored back up for this sun, new moon in Aries, the sun moving into Aries at the same time that Saturn moves into Aquarius in your 10th house. Let's have a look. You are good enough for your career. So you're going to have belief now. You're re-shifting yourself into supporting yourself. You're supporting your hearts. You're supporting your heart truths, your heart beliefs. Releasing these blocking fears that you're not good enough to pursue your highest hope, the thing that you hope for the most in career. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Namaste.